Now, from the information I'm receiving and what I'm seeing, Eddie Reynoso is close to choosing Jake Paul over William Skull. Jake Paul and William Skull over the next 2 weeks. Canelo's opponents will be revealed. But from the way he's talking, from what I'm seeing, he already knows what the opponent's going to be. Eddie Reynoso did this crap last time when he was talking about Crawford and Benavidez possibly with Munguia and a couple of other guys. And then that's when they went with the Munguia fight. And then after the Munguia fight, that's when William Skull was made a mandatory. So I already knew that the William Skull thing was going to be hanging in the balance. I knew that the Jake Paul thing was going to be a big option. A lot of people was going to overlook, think that Canelo just that good of a warrior that he won't fight Jake Paul. Bro, get over it. Get over it. That I know he got no boxing, no life on his hat, but he talking about the paycheck. He ain't talking about the lifestyle as far as living like a boxer. Because this ain't boxer type of stuff. The legends would have never did nothing like this. The guys who have done stuff like this, they're not legends. And just not a good look. Right now, it looks like he's trying to fight Jake Paul, and these are just, some things I came up with, but it seems like at this point right now, Netflix is a huge possibility, and he's basically picking Netflix over anything that's involved in Terrence Crawford, because he's seen the fight that Netflix put on, he's seen the audience they can basically have. And he also knows that a lot of people in Mexico have Netflix. A lot of people across the world has Netflix. So it's going to be a wide range of things where you don't have to worry about certain people getting apps or whatever that they don't have already. And it's a huge fight with the audience when you're fighting the Jake Paul and the money, everything else. I don't know the involvement overall, everybody who's involved and top to bottom. What I will say is Eddie Reynoso knows more than anybody else. And for him to come out and say this makes a lot of sense, because I've been telling people, William Skull, Jake Paul, Crawford. Haven't brought Benavidez's name up because they use his name just to bash him. Benavidez, all he did was ask to fight Canelo, and that went from him asking for the fight to people saying he's too big and weight bully. And so, a lot of people are not going to be calling Canelo out in the future a lot as much as y'all think. From what they've seen, the way y'all kind of threw rocks at Benavidez's way after him asking for fights, a lot of people thought it was just a thing as far as other guys because Andre was getting backlash. But now Benavidez is for asking for the fight. They're quiet now after he got his victory over Morrell. They know what time it is. But Canelo, man, he's looking for deals, money, views, everything. Like PD said, views and money. And I thought he had enough money and views, but he wants more. And this kind of separates the legends from him. Not a good look. The only way I was giving him a pass for Jake Paul was if he's fighting Benavidez or Crawford. The fact that he's possibly not going to fight either of those guys, it looks bad, man. I think he's letting down the sport of boxing right now, and it's not going to be able to. All it's going to do is go into someone else's hands. The fights we're having right now are too big. People are moving on. We already had a year of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney being talked about more than Canelo. So that goes to show you right there that this generation is moving on. Whether people like it or not, it's a wrap. So he can do whatever he needs with Netflix or whatever. But it's still not going to help the sport of boxing. Canelo's helping his career, he's helping his pockets, but he's not helping the sport of boxing. Once somebody's not helping the sport of boxing, i.e. Floyd Mayweather, once Floyd started doing stuff that wasn't helping the sport of boxing, fans stopped supporting. So if the real boxing fans had a problem with what Floyd's been doing, seems like Canelo's doing the same thing. Arturo Gatti versus Floyd Mayweather after he's retired, and Canelo versus Jake Paul. I don't see anything different except one of the guys retired. That's all I got. Like and subscribe.